mixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, fuck the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Coach, we're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Philadelphia Eagles.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mike's 59. Know your job.
Check 50. Motion. Mike, check. 59. Watch a slap.
They'll run with Sanders. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Check, 59.
And let's pin the mirrors back. 52. Alert. Hey, exit.
Check 59.
What's that?
Mike.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Hey, check Mike.
180.
Mike 6.
Sub. Alert.
Mike 6. Mike.
Hey, home.
Focus, defense, focus.
Hatchet.
Half 85. Regular. What's that?
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen over the middle. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 33.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Regular.
Kill.
Allen completes it to the fullback, Ham.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They go back to the ground with Sanders, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
59. Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Get him, boys! Get him, boys!
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Hey, zoom.
53's mine.
Go. Fire.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Let's go, fellas.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos on the field ready to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Locke. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 30 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
I mean, you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays, getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
I'm going to run you over.
Block now on 3rd and goal. This is the tight end Fant. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on its toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
Watch the safety creep.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40, 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
You ain't going nowhere. Half.
Shit. Hey.
Done.
Watch it.
Hey, Haywood.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Let's go.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Rock it. Check. He's coming. Double up.
Ready.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers of reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Jam.
Now Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
Check 37.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Easy work. It's easy work.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Single, slop. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Alert!
26, check 26. Get your swerve on. Watch out. Watch out. Kill.
Smoke!
Kill. Turn up.
What's that?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's got his man on the comebacker. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Pass 85.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. On first down, it's Sanders. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
This will be caught at about the 6. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Hey.
Greystone travel.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
You got him. You got him. Ha-ha, you got him.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Rush in. Rush in.
Check. Here we go.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. I'll try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really great play defensively. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And the kick by Elliott is good. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Ready?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Clock now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Stop.
play action. Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Hey, tight.
54.
From the gun, it's Allen. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, box drop. Here we go.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. And look like some movement there. Let's get the call. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Lock to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Ready, break. General West.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And he's going to go down again. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Ready.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. The kidder here, it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Locke now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Locke. Quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, it's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And this one is right down the middle. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So it's his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up, because we got the momentum going in the right direction, and we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run. It's Sanders. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the 3rd down throw, and that leads to a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
at their own 15-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Go.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey.
I got you, boy.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Look, squeeze. 53, Mike, 53. Get it.
On 2nd down and 4. Lock. And he whips that one incomplete there. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. 3rd down here.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch twist.
And here's Allen, operating from the gun. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 38, Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Back now on EA Sports. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Lock now, 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
It's just me and you. It's just me and
Now Lock. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Lock. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Ready, set.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Bravo.
Rap. Watch twist.
Topper.
Check.
Go.
On 2nd down now. It's Lindsay.
It's wrong. It's running.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
Ready.
22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Now.
And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This to take the lead here in the final minute. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This to take the lead here in the final minute.
Now, this was a clear day in September. I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Mike is 59. Mike's at 59.
Now Allen. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Go.
Mike, check. 59.
Middle.
59. Hey, we heavy on the edges.
To throw is Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them. An absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
McManus's point after is good, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
See if they can cover all their bases. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Half 85, half 85. Hey, wahoo!
54.
What's that? What's that?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen.